Right, how are we all doing? How are we all doing? Are we ready for a night of football? Because we've bloody got some. We had a shit night last night with Liverpool. Jamie, I'm on that bet key. Good lad. Hey, well, let's hope we both get a winner. Right, where the bloody hell is... Why is my chat box not on? Does someone chat on YouTube? Because I need to see if it's going to come up or not. Come on. Hey, there you go. Something's happening. Something's happening. Wim, yesterday, Club Bruges was robbed. Oh, against Atlanta. Bruges haven't had a great start to the season, Wim, I've got to say. It's not been good. But Newcastle in Belgium today, Union Saint-Gilloise. Chimey muted. I'm muted. I'm muted. Don't say I'm muted. Am I? Am I actually? No, I'm not. You're winding me up. You're winding me up. Win Malfay, prediction. Prediction for this one, I think Newcastle win. I can't see anything other than Newcastle winning this one, if I'm dead honest. Newcastle coming forward here, better. Great play around the edge of the box. And they just about get it away. LFC fan, how's it going? Good to see you, mate. Should Slot be under more pressure considering some of our results lately? Alex, really? Really? Should he be under more pressure? Really? The guy's top of the league. He's the champion. Like, what? More pressure? Really? Mikel Arteta, 6 years, no trophy. Arne Slot, 2 defeats. More pressure? Really? Really? Is this where we are? Is this the size? Is this the sheer size of Liverpool Football Club that 2 defeats makes Arne Slot under pressure and should be under pressure and, you know, questioning him massively? But 6 years under Mikel Arteta at Arsenal is apparently fine for Mikel Arteta to not win a sausage in 6 years. Apparently it's fine, but Arne Slot loses 2 games on the spin and guy should be sacked. Callum, 2 of the favourites are on tonight against each other. Can't wait. 2 of the favourites are on tonight. Union Saint-Gilloise and Newcastle. Hi Liam, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Wim, I'd say Union 2-0. And Chimey, my bad key, Bluetooth earbuds were connected. Oh, mate, I thought you were trolling me. It's cleared away and just over the bar. Unlucky. Newcastle starting slow, it has to be said. It's not been a great start to this game for him. And there's some interesting players in the lineup here for both sides. Anyway, I was going to say, we have got some interesting players. Obviously, there's the other McAllister brother. Alexis McAllister's brother is playing in defence tonight for Union Saint-Gilloise. Plus, there's also Christian Burgess, who you might remember, ex-Portsmouth centre-back. Also played for Peterborough and Hartlepool as well. Christian Burgess. He is centre-back tonight for Union Saint-Gilloise. Sofiane Boufal is on the bench, who you might remember from his days at Southampton. Getting on now a little bit, Sofiane Boufal, but had a few years at Southampton, was really talented. And he's on the bench tonight for these. Trying to think of some other players that you might know, that you might be worth you watching. Wim, goals by Promise David and Ait El Hadj. Promise David is looking a talented boy, isn't he? Yeah, Ross Sykes, another former English League, Football League defender from Accrington. He was at Accrington Stanley for many, many years, and he's been at Royal. He swapped Accrington for Union SG for the Champions League back in 2022, and he's been there ever since. Ross Sykes. Newcastle are in. Chance cleared away, just about. Sam Brown up the tune. And Wim, Ross Sykes of Union is a Newcastle fan. Is he really? Oh, well, there you go. There you go. What about Livramento? What about the big news about Livramento tonight? 8 weeks out. That's not good for Newcastle, is it? 2 months. Guy's not going to be back until November. Maybe even December time. Liam, didn't he play for Ipswich as well? I don't know if that was him or if that was another Burgess. There might have been Cameron Burgess as well. Luke, Man United to beat Sunderland 2-0 on Saturday. That ain't happening, Luke. That ain't happening. I'll tell you that for nothing right now. Liam, I'm alright. Cheers, Key. How are you? I'm alright, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little bit late on tonight, yet again. As always, I was fixing me door handle. Fell off just as I was about to come upstairs and start the stream. Door handle fell off. And I was worrying that I'd be midstream and I'd shut the door and wouldn't be able to get out. So I had to fix the door handle. Luke, Chelsea to beat Liverpool. Well, do you know what? And I wouldn't disagree with you on that one. I can't see it because of Chelsea. Chelsea haven't got a lot of players fit on Saturday. I don't know if you've seen the list of players Chelsea have got injured, but it's entirely possible that they beat us. And if they do, 3 games on the spin, Liverpool losing, going into the international break, that's perfectly reasonable that questions would be asked. But do you know what? Having thought about it, having reflected on it all, I firmly believe that it is just a blip. It's actually just a blip. It's never as bad as you think, and it's never quite as good as you think. Like, Liverpool were never, ever quadruple winners earlier in the season, but it's also, we've lost 2 on the spin. It ain't that deep. We lost to a very, very good Crystal Palace side that haven't lost in months and months and months, and we also lost last night to a really, really lucky penalty, if we're being very honest. It was a poor performance. Galatasaray deserved the win, but it was a really poor performance. Daniel, did you smash the door handle last night after watching the Liverpool game? No, it just came off. Maybe I just pulled the handle. It's a doorknob. I think I just pulled it too much and the screws came out. Screws came loose. So I had to just tighten up the screws. Cheers, Liam. Thank you for sending that through, mate. Handles coming off like Liverpool then. Definitely need to get a handle on it, yeah. Callum, anyone can beat anyone. We're still not at the biggest level yet. PSG are still the best in the world. Do you think so? Oh, I don't know. I think PSG... I think PSG are grossly overrated, actually. And I think we might find that out tonight against Barcelona, you know. I'm intrigued. I was sorely tempted to do the Barcelona watch-along. I still might. I don't know yet. Callum, it's a knob. And Chimey says, Kia, are you enjoying FC26? Do you know what, mate? I'll be dead honest with you. I bought it. I played it once. And I have been so like focused on getting this channel back up and running and focused on doing everything I can to kind of keep content coming out and improve the streams and get better quality in everything I do and just keep trying to learn. And I've honestly not played. I've not played it since. I sat down today. I'll tell you what I've been doing today. I sat down today and I went through. This is a page and a half of basically all of the statistics of Liverpool's season. I have gone through Liverpool's entire season, this season, last season, and in particular the games against Galatasaray and Crystal Palace to see what we are doing wrong. What are the statistics showing? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of them people who shag statistics. I can't be arsed with them, right? I know you don't read a game off looking at spreadsheets, right? I am absolutely someone who believes they need to pass the eye test, and I think we can all tell that Liverpool don't look quite right. But I wanted to take a look just to see if there was any underlying statistics that might just show if there's something going wrong. And I've took a look and I found some things, and I was going to do a video on it today, but it took me a couple of hours today to kind of get my head around everything. Reese, he loves a goal XG. And I watched it on Prime Video. We were awful. Crowd in Turkey were also awful. And Reese, don't fancy doing Arsenal v Olympiacos? No chance we're doing Arsenal Olympiacos. Legend FK84, Liverpool fan here. Good to see you, man. We're far too lethargic. Must attack even if it opens us up. Well, do you know what the mad thing is? Again, I can only say this after looking at the numbers. But if you look at the numbers from last season and the numbers that we're producing this season, Liverpool are basically the same. Some things have actually got better. Some things have actually got better. Like, we have the obvious standout things, right, is that in the defeats against Palace and Galatasaray, both Palace and Galatasaray carried the ball fewer times and further distance. Like, they carried it less than anyone else that we've played all season, right? So, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Everton, Atletico Madrid, all of them teams were picking the ball up and running at us, right? Palace and Galatasaray, the two things that they had in common was that they didn't do that. They played it long and they played the ball very, very quick. None of their players were carrying the ball and none of their players were carrying it, if they were, for very long. And that was the big, big key difference between Liverpool and our opposition against Crystal Palace and against Galatasaray. Both of those teams just hitting it long. And the standout with that is that we are struggling with the long ball. Or at least we're struggling with balls over the top. No disrespect to Palace or Galatasaray, but they shouldn't be beating Liverpool. Why not? Why not, mate? I mean, look, Palace, at the end of the day, you say that, like, football isn't linear, is it? Football isn't like, you know, it's not just you lose to the best teams. That's why football is so interesting, because, and especially the Premier League and even the Champions League now, anyone can beat anyone. So it's not about, oh, well, like, Palace haven't beat Liverpool because they are a better side. Nobody's arguing that Palace or Galatasaray are better than Liverpool. Nobody's arguing that. But on the day, they definitely were, weren't they? No one would... Liverpool fans wouldn't argue that. Taylor, what game are you watching later, key lad? And also, how you been? I'm not doing any game later. I am not doing any of them. Empty thoughts on the BS pen for Bruges. I didn't see the BS pen for Bruges. And Daniel, Liverpool could do with a striker like Mikel Merino. Chimey, I also study stats too. Found out that last season alone, Bruno lost the ball more than Rooney lost it in his entire career. Ooh, that's bad. That is bad. And Callum says, our fans have a big ego when we lose. We want Slot out. So spoiled. We get more and more fake fans every season. I know. To be honest, I've no time for a lot of the people who are giving Vert stick and giving Slot stick. They tend to show that they're either very, very naive, very young, haven't watched football for very long, or just aren't very balanced. Ben Calla was spot on. Been poor all games. No balance from attack to defense. And hang on, no. See, I'll argue that Jamie Carragher has he's starting to pick up a little bit of a. He's almost getting like Danny Murphy, Jamie Carragher. He can't wait to have a go at us. Now, he's obviously from a generation of Liverpool players and Liverpool that wants to keep clean sheets. He's a defender by trade, isn't he? So it's obviously going to concern him how open Liverpool are. Oh, chance! Newcastle have scored! Oh, it's Tonali and it's a big, big deflection. It's a shot from the edge of the box and Newcastle have scored it. It's Sandro Tonali and Newcastle in front against Royal Union SG. And to be honest, you can't really say that they don't deserve it. They absolutely do. It's a quick free kick in midfield. It's like, is it played out wide to the right here? Is it Elanga? Elanga gets the ball in, hung up, headed out, and Tonali with a strike. Oh, it's going to be Voltemada. Oh, that's a Voltemada flick. What a goal. If he's onside here, this is absolutely sensational from Voltamada. If he's onside, that is absolutely unreal. Oh. Is he onside, though? That is the question. I think he is. And it's going to be a big Nick Voltamada own goal. The legend FK Bayern looks stunning at the moment. Harry Kane is arguably the best striker in the world right now. Absolutely. BSL Dylan completed the first day walking today. 30 days to go. Great stuff. Well done, Dylan. Love that. Well, Newcastle 1-0 up. Callum, why aren't you doing Barca PSG? Do you know what? I just can't be arsed. In the nicest possible way, I can't be arsed. I have no interest in watching them tonight. And I don't know what... I'm just tired. I'm just absolutely tired. After Liverpool last night, and I've spent all day today looking at stats. I was looking forward to this one because I genuinely think Newcastle... Do you know what it is? I actually think Barca PSG will be a bit drab tonight. Watch it be 5-5 I do. I think it'll be quite dull. The legend says, what are you saying? Sorry, mate. The green kit behind you brings memories. 99, yeah, 2000. Yeah, Titi Kamara, Arsenal, Patrick Berger at Old Trafford. Some cracking memories in that game. Or in that kit, rather. One of my favourites. The legend FK84, I refuse to give Vert stick because he alone can't take responsibility. Pete Michael Owen too. Oh, I don't know. I'd have thought Michael Owen was a little bit later than that. Just a touch later. When did he do his hamstring against Leeds? Just after the World Cup, that wasn't it? 99, 2000. Yeah, maybe you're right. About then. We're splitting hairs. Either way, he was at his best then. William, when is the next international break? That's when Alisson is out till at least. Yeah, he's out for about a month, mate, but probably back at the start of November, I would imagine. But you've got to remember, we've got Chelsea at the weekend, and then we've got a 2-week international break. So actually, 3 weeks of the next... 3 weeks of October are pretty much taken up by the international break. So he only misses maybe 1 or 2 games for us. Callum, I'd go Jones, Grav, Sobersley, Saturday in the midfield for Liverpool. And Callum, is this your last stream? What bet did you do? I went Newcastle Celtic tomorrow and Arsenal Barca. Ball in. Oh, yeah, no, I've not gone Celtic. I stayed away from Celtic. The legend FK84, an Ekatiki injury. Well, do you know what? Apparent Ekatiki slot said was... he might still be okay for the weekend. So I think that was a precautionary one. I think we took him off because he might have already been thinking about taking him off. And he's took him off anyway because it's... why risk him? He felt something. He felt a slight pull in his hamstring. And he... yeah, and I think it was just the right thing to take him off. But yeah, just coming back to the Jamie Carragher thing. Jamie Carragher's argument is that Liverpool have been shit all season. I completely disagree with that. I think Liverpool have actually been quite good, you know. I do think we've been quite good. But I can't agree, that we've been tight or composed defensively or whatever. I know where he's coming from, but I think he's trying to make a point to appear less biased, maybe. Reece, cheers for the shirt. Thank you, mate. Chimey, come on, don't you want to see Dembele? No, not really. I don't want to see the 4th best player in the world. I'll see how I feel closer to full time. The thing is, I'd have to do a thumbnail for it. I'd have to whip up a thumbnail and I'd have to go live straight after this one. And I don't know. I can't really be arsed if I'm honest. I just want to watch this, enjoy the game, and maybe play a bit of FIFA. Yeah, that's my plan. Callum, can you stream my team Celtic 5:45 kickoff tomorrow? Absolutely not. I won't be watching a Celtic game. No chance I'll be watching a Celtic game. Not against Braga. Tomorrow's game I'm doing Palace. Dynamo Kiev v Palace. And then I'm doing Feyenoord v Aston Villa. So tomorrow I'm doing 2 games. But tonight, absolutely not. The legend FK84. Despite the start, I still like Wirtz. He possesses so much ability. I love watching him play. The crazy thing is, this is what happens with fans. I'm not saying this is you, by the way, mate. But this is what happens. We've had people for the last couple of weeks taking the mick out of Wirtz. And then some people, or at least 1 or 2 people, have put the idea together that actually he's playing quite well. And they've created a little montage of clips on YouTube or on Twitch or on Twitter or whatever, right? They've put a little little montage of stuff together where he's actually played quite well and showed the good stuff that he's done. And now all of a sudden people are changing their mind. It just shows how ridiculous the modern football fan is. They haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue. They're just waiting for people to tell them how to think. Stupid. Chimey, do you think Palace will choke? Nah, not a chance. Palace will beat them. L. Brown, do you think we should worry about Liverpool or still early days? Absolutely not, mate. We're still top of the league. We are, how many games have we won this season already? 5 in the league. We've won in the Carabao Cup against Southampton, and we have won our first game against Atletico Madrid at Anfield. So we've won 7 games out of a possible 9 so far. And I think we'd have all taken that as at the start of the season, we'd have all taken that as a very, very good start to the season. This is, if you start thinking to yourself, should I be worried? Should I be concerned about Liverpool? Just think bigger picture. Just think, am I letting myself get wrapped up here a little bit in these, for less of a better word, these dickheads from rival fans. That's what it is, just absolute dickheads. That's what it boils down to. People who just want to have a pop. And they're not very smart. They're not very smart. They're just saying whatever comes to mind. And just 007 Wirtz. Well, yeah, alright. Listen, do you reckon you'd swap your most creative player for Florian Wirtz? Because I guarantee there's not a team in the Premier League that wouldn't. If you said to Arsenal right now, you can have Florian Wirtz or Odegaard or do you know what? Florian Wirtz or Eze. I reckon still Arsenal fans who'd take that, and if they don't, they're stupid. They're stupid. The legend FK, Liverpool have an excellent squad. I just want to see more energy from us. But if you look at distance covered and everything, we've actually distance covered. Our average per 90 last season is about the same this season. All of the stats, all of the reasons that Liverpool were good last year, if you look at all the stats, they are all about the same this season. There's the only thing... Do you want me to tell you the biggest thing that's changed? The biggest thing that's changed is that we are making more errors that are leading to opponents shooting. There have been more individual errors in this Liverpool team than there were last season. I think we averaged something like 0.7 errors leading to a shot last season across the entire year. 0.7 per 90 errors leading to a shot. This season it's already like 1.1, 1.2 in 8 games. So it's that we need to, and that's actually that's a positive thing, believe it or not, that we're making individual errors. It shows that it's not a team thing, it's not a system thing. It means that a couple of people just need to tighten up the screws, and actually we're all right. We're okay. Kanate makes up 1.2. Well, yeah, Kanate has made a fair few, hasn't he? And do you know what? The good news is, last night, apparently, the news has started to break out that apparently Liverpool are close to agreeing a new contract with Kanate, which, you know, I'm massively hopeful for. I would rather we keep Kanate than sign any other centre-back, to be honest. Callum, I'd go Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2 on Sunday. Drop the line back and go back to basics. We win. So what team would you do? What team would you play? You said you would go with Jones, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai. So what would your front three be then? And what would be your back four? Ollie Marley, how are the lads? How's it going, Ollie? Samuel Mark Ingram. Curtis Jones would be a good midfield signing for AC Milan in the next window. Taylor, what's the schedule for Saturday games, Key? Saturday, Leeds, Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool. There you go. Leeds v Spurs, early kickoff. Chelsea, Liverpool, second one. Liverpool paid 116 million, the same Chelsea paid for Moise Caicedo. We paid 100. We didn't pay 116. Sam, Ibrahima Konate, William Saliba should both join Real Madrid in the summer transfer window. I can't see it. Callum, Mamadashvili, Bradley, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Jones, Grav, Szoboszlai, Chiesa, Isak, Salah. Chiesa's not coming straight back in. Why would you play Chiesa on the left? Do you not think that's a bit weird? We're going to play him out of position. Chance. Oh, very nearly 2-0 Newcastle. The legend FK, Saliba would be excellent for Real Madrid, I can't deny. So listen, Saliba's a good player. Saliba's a good player, of course he is. But he's in a team that suits him. Yeah, definitely in a team that suits him. Bubblicious, I think Salah will go end of season. He might well do. Yeah. He might well do. That wouldn't be a surprise, to be honest. What games am I doing Sunday? So Saturday, I have got Leeds, Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool. Sunday, I've got Everton v Palace I'm doing. And then I'm doing Brentford against Man City. Taylor, score prediction for Chelsea, Liverpool. Key, I will go Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2. Callum, Chiesa played left under Allegri. He's not really a left winger though, is he? It's not really his position. He's right-sided. I wouldn't be starting him over Gakpo. I think if you're playing Chiesa, it's instead of Salah, or it's instead of a centre-forward, and you maybe shift him in through the middle. Ollie, KNT should be your new name. KNT. That just actually works, doesn't it? KNT. Taylor, I back us to win 1-0. Think it'll be tight. The thing is, Chelsea have got so many players out injured at the back as well, so I'm kind of intrigued to see exactly what defence you guys go with. Bubblicious, he's not right, you can see it. Don't know if it's losing Jota or what, but he ain't playing like normal. It's because Liverpool have started to play a slightly different, well, not a slightly different way, a very, very different way. Arne Slot has changed system. You've got to remember, mate, that Mo Salah has had Trent Alexander-Arnold behind him for some time. Taylor, Chalobah's not playing. Chalobah's suspended. He got sent off at the weekend. So, yeah, Chalobah you've not got. Jota was amazing when faced with a goal-scoring opportunity. He was clinical. It's true. Chelsea ain't beating us 1-0, no way, not with their defence. That's it. I can't see Chelsea stopping us scoring, to be honest. I have no idea. No Cole Palmer, apparently, either. No, there's no Cole Palmer. There's no Colwill. There's no Chalobah. There's no Tosin Adrabayo, I think, either. I think he's out injured. So they've got 3 centre-backs out injured. So it might well be that they have Hato or a Champong at the back. Maybe Fofana, but it's going to be a patchwork defence for Chelsea. So I'll be very surprised if they can stop us scoring. Very surprised. Bubblicious, if we play like last night, I don't think we'll win, to be honest. Well, I agree with you, mate, but at some point the tide has to turn, because we're not... The underlying numbers don't suggest that Liverpool are playing badly. The underlying numbers are pretty much the same as Liverpool last season. We've got the same number of, touches on the ball, same number of sort of progressive carries, the same number of duels won. We're winning our individual battles and things like that. In fact, I think our individual battles, our duels, we've increased the percentage of wins from last season. So we're winning more individual battles this season. The challenge I think Liverpool have had this year is that we've conceded 2 early goals against Palace and Galatasaray, and we have struggled to break down those teams. That has been one of our major issues. When you lose a goal early on, it just changes everything. Josh, thoughts on Carragher's comments on Liverpool? He sounds worried. Carragher just wants to create a little bit of drama as well. You've got to remember he's invested in creating a little bit of drama. So it suits him. As it suits many people. I've got to say, it suits many people to be overly dramatic about these things. If Liverpool are winning 5 on the spin, then it suits them to talk about quadruples, and it suits them to talk about walking the league, and, things like that. And now Liverpool have lost a couple on the spin, and it doesn't really surprise anyone that we're now talking about Slot being under pressure, and Liverpool might have to sell loads of players, and we're going to struggle to make top 4, and all these sorts of conversations that are coming out. It's absolute madness, and like I said, it's the modern football fan. The modern football fan who wants to get told how to think. They're not very smart. So they just listen to people telling them how to think. So yeah, Jamie Carragher, I don't believe he is worried at all. The legend FK, it's not the defeats, it's the poor performances that bother me. What poor performances? Do you think Bournemouth was a poor performance? Do you think Newcastle was a poor performance? Factually, they just weren't, mate. There's no way. Do you think Atletico Madrid was a poor performance? All of these results were not poor performances. I have no idea where you would argue that they are poor performances. We wiped the floor with Newcastle. We wiped the floor with them. And the same could be said with Bournemouth. We wiped the floor with them. They were below our standards. Big John, there you go. They were below our standards. Now that, I absolutely will agree with you on. We can argue that all day. But we know that if you throw in Szoboszlai playing out of position, Florian Wirtz, completely the first time Liverpool have played with a number 10 in a very long time. So there's the change in system. Szoboszlai playing out of position, or Conor Bradley, or Frimpong, new faces. Isak's coming into the side. We've got a complete Kirkes as well. Kirkes as well on the left. Liverpool have had to change system this year. We're changing shape, we're changing system, we're changing all these things that the manager is asking the players to do, and with that comes a little bit of a drop in quality, a drop in confidence sometimes, a little bit of uncertainty about where do I need to be positionally off the ball right now. And people just aren't very patient, or they are patient. They know that is what the issue is, but they've got a vested interest in trying to make it bigger than it actually is. People know that Florian Wirtz is a world-class player. Anybody who actually thinks Florian Wirtz is anything other than top class hasn't watched him. Either for Liverpool... Big John, we have a completely new team. What do people expect? Exactly. Yeah, totally right. And against Palace, they were all over the place. They've been moved around so much they're out of sync. Very true. Very, very true. Normal guy, what up? How's it going? And Callum, we beat Atletico Madrid. That just beat Madrid 5-2 and Frankfurt 2-1. There's a claim for a penalty here from Newcastle. You're not getting that. You're not getting that. Yeah, so I have to agree. I think Palace, we were terrible. I won't argue with you on that one. Palace, we were absolutely dreadful. We were. But Palace played very well, and Palace are no crap side. Like, there's not going to be many teams. Arsenal and City won't go to Selhurst Park. I would wager they aren't going to go to Selhurst Park and win this season. There's not going to be many teams that go Selhurst Park and win. Josh, who do you think Liverpool's biggest contenders are this season, lad? Well, there's only Arsenal and City that have got the ability to keep pace with Liverpool. Nobody else. Good to see you though, normal guy. How's things? Matt, hey Key, I've said it. Kanate is the problem. Do you think so? Why do you think Kanate is the problem? Did you watch us last night? Kanate wasn't the problem last night. Did you not see the amount of players that at Liverpool, the amount of players last night that we had couldn't pass the ball 5 yards? You're not putting that on Kanate. That isn't Kanate. I'm not going to argue Kanate had a good game. He didn't. He was pretty poor as well. But it's a problem that's much bigger than Kanate. Kanate is a very, very good player. Like a top quality centre-back. We are talking top 5 centre-backs in the world. I think he's top 3. But top 5 centre-backs in the world, Kanate is in it. He is in it. There is no doubt about that. Kanate is in it. He's struggling at the minute. Whether that's due to form or the new system. Maybe he's being asked to, maybe he's being asked to do some slightly different things. I don't know. Matt, Kanate in the top 5. Get out of here. You can't name me 5 better than him. And again, Matt, if we'd have said that Kanate was in the top 5 centre-backs in the world at the end of last season, would you have disputed it then? Or is it just in the last 5 games you've changed your mind? Bubblicious, it's a few players, to be honest. Salah ain't playing perfect either. Salah wasn't even on the pitch last night up until, 70th, 80th minute? Matt, I've always said he's dodgy. He wasn't dodgy when we were winning league titles, mate. Kanate's got us out the shit many times this season. Kanate deserves the stick he's had lately, but he's indeed very good. Listen, Real Madrid don't sign bums. They don't, do they? Real Madrid do not sign bums. Matt, Jarrell Kwanzaa going was a mistake. I don't think it was a mistake. Again, Jarrell Kwanzaa, plenty of people were calling him out last year. Plenty of people were saying Jarrell Kwanzaa's not ready. And actually, the best thing that could have happened for Jarrell Kwanzaa is that he's gone to Leverkusen and he's actually started to look like a top quality centre-back. I actually think he'll probably end up going to the World Cup with England by going with Leverkusen and playing in the Champions League. It's a perfect thing for him. Plus, Liverpool have a buyback clause on him. Might sound ridiculous, but I'm still excited about Wirtz. You should be. You should be. Glazers out. Why are Isak and Wirtz failing? Well, that's quite a big judgment to say that they're failing. Have to go all in for Gay and Jan. No, we won't sign Gay. I don't think we'll sign Gay. If the news that came out last night about Kanate's new contract, if Liverpool have signed a new contract with Ibrahima Kanate, we won't be signing Mark Gay, which I'm delighted with, to be honest. I'm absolutely made up with that because I would much rather have Kanate. Sam, good evening, Key. Good to see you, Sam. Oh, that's a penalty, ref, all day. That is a penalty. It's a nailed-on penalty to Newcastle, that. Oh, Layson. He absolutely flew into the tackle on Elanga, and it was a clear penalty. There's no doubt about it. And it's going to be an opportunity here for Newcastle to get 2 in front. Great play by Elanga. Gives the ball off, and Layson just gets there a little bit well too late, to be honest. Clears him out. Penalty all day long. And it's going to be a chance for Newcastle to go 2 in front. Who's going to take it? Liam, Gay is a good player, though. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Very good player. And if Kanate does go, then I'll be delighted with him being the replacement. If that is what happens, I'll be delighted. But whether or not that happens, I don't know. It's going to be Anthony Gordon to take it. Bubblicious, people are expecting Isak to play out of the bat. He ain't played for Newcastle for how long? Very true. Very, very true. Okay, it's going to be Anthony Gordon to take this. Not sure why Anthony Gordon's taking it. But up he steps. Right-footed to put Newcastle 2 in front. Anthony Gordon. Right-footed, and he does. It's 2-0. There you go. Newcastle stick it away. Great penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way. And Anthony Gordon, who's been getting a little bit of stick from the Newcastle fans lately, it has to be said. He's not been pulling up trees lately, has he, Anthony Gordon? And, yeah, this is a big moment for him. He's got a goal. Puts Newcastle 2 in front in the Champions League, and they are well in control of this game now. Bubblicious, people are saying we paid so much for Isak. He's crap. He needs deliveries from the back. Listen, Isak, I thought, played really well against Atletico Madrid. He scored against Southampton. I actually thought he made a little bit of a difference when he came on last night. Not much, but that little bit of a link-up between him and Wirtz. You know where Wirtz knocked it over the top? Him and Wirtz, you can tell they've already got something going on. And I really, really like it. We just need to get them on the pitch together. So it's coming. It's coming. I have no doubt at all that Liverpool will get it right and will click in the end. So I'm not concerned at all. It's a long ball forward from the goalkeeper. It's cleared away. Wyatt Key, do you think football should do teams like Newcastle and some other team versus 2 other teams? Like a battle royale. The legend FK84, Isak has played very little so far, no pre-season either. He's absolutely quality. And he's got to get used to the system. He isn't match fit either, says Liam. That's true, yeah. But Pete, listen, this is all common sense. We know this, don't we? We understand. We know that that's what the issue is. But there's some people who don't want to listen. There's some people who aren't interested in listening. Some people who just don't care. Some people who have an agenda and trying to make it more than it is. Okay, we're very near to half-time now. USG, 2 goals down. Can they do anything to get back into this one? I don't think so, if I'm dead honest. Listen, by the way, coming into half-time, if you haven't yet, make sure you have clicked like and subscribe. I am live tomorrow for 2 games. Crystal Palace against Dynamo Kiev in Poland. Dynamo Kiev in Poland, because we can't play in Kiev. So Palace are away at Kiev. They're playing at Motor Lublin's ground, I believe. So we're going to be watching that one. That's the early kickoff. And then Feyenoord against Aston Villa. So a couple of good games in the Europa League tomorrow night and the Europa Conference League, obviously. The legend FK84. Everyone has bad matches. Torres had them for us. Even Xabi Alonso, my fave, did. Xabi Alonso, what a player. Yeah, I was going to say, people have this, you know, whatever the term is I'm looking for. Selective memory. That's it. Selective memory. People have selective memories about how great players started in the Premier League, how they came in and they were just immediately fantastic. Never the case. I say this all the time. People don't seem to remember Thierry Henry took like 8 or 9 games to get his first goal. It was the same with Didier Drogba, David Silva, Robert Pires, you know, even Dennis Bergkamp. All these players started quite slow, started their career quite slow, and it took them a little bit of time to get going. Florian Wirtz is like 6 Premier League games in. 6. And by the way, we're still top of the league. We're still top. Like, let's just have a little bit of a rethink here. We're still top. And Bubblicious, They're glory hunters, to be honest. You support a team fully, not when they win. Well, yeah. I mean, there's certainly a few hanger-oners at Liverpool, isn't there? Just like there is with every club. As soon as you get a club that gets a little bit of attention, a little bit of fame, and they start doing well, you start to get people who support Liverpool and Man City previously and Arsenal from all four corners of the world. And it's all a bit mad. Right. Half-time here in Belgium at Lotto Park it is. At Lotto Park, USG 0, Newcastle 2. Normal guy, Key, where is this team from that Newcastle are playing? They're from Belgium. Yeah, it's near Bruges, I think. I'm sure it's near Bruges. Royal Union Saint-Gilloise. I'm sure that's where they're from. Sam, if Voltemada was to get injured, Newcastle would really struggle. And Empty says, I only support Bruges. Callum the Copite, Wirtz is younger than Harvey Elliott. That's mad, innit? That is mad. Wirtz is younger than Harvey Elliott. Absolutely unbelievable. Joe says, Key mate, I couldn't be prouder. Imagine how mentally and physically drained they are from Sunday. Well, you've got a big goal early doors and then you've killed it off with the penalty. So, looks like an absolute easy 3 points for Newcastle. Liam says, been a Leeds fan since the League One days and the minus 15 days and still here now will always be. Love it. It's exactly what you have to be. The legend could be worse. Look at Man United. Isaac, absolute tiki-taka from us. No, let's not exaggerate. It's not tiki-taka. You had a shot that deflected in and then you had a penalty. Let's just have it a little bit of context. Like, I've praised Newcastle a little bit, but let's also just say it's not quite silky smooth football. MT Union is Brussels, sorry, not Bruges, Brussels, yes. Just like Anderlecht. I know, because I've been to Anderlecht's ground. I thought it was Brussels. I don't know why I said Bruges, sorry. Joe, we've played well, just need to move the ball quicker at times. And Jake, 3 shots, 3 goals for Voltemada, though. Still got a lot to prove. The Legend FK, in my childhood I used to be very nervous at Old Trafford. How times have changed. Oh, I'm still nervous. You get, given you've got a massive rivalry with them, you'd never ever, doesn't matter how bad United get, how far they fall, still be nervous at Old Trafford. Both are named after their respective neighbourhoods. All right, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you, MT. I appreciate that. I like a little bit of local geography, a little bit of a history lesson. Right, hang on a second. Spin wheel. Add source. Add source. Legend FC says, what Liverpool should have done is sign Troy Deeney when he was in his prime. And Jamie Bell, will you be watching any of the 8 PM games? I don't know. I can't make my mind up. I might do PSG. Possibly. PSG Barca. Maybe, baby. Joe Voltamada has practically scored a brace as him and Gordon are the same person. Right, I'm trying something new out on YT on the Red channel, and I need some things. If I can get a wheel spinning thing on the screen, I'm just gonna try it out. But what things would people? What could I do? So like if I had 3 categories, let's say one was, I don't know, choose the next game that we watch, right? One was choose the next game that we watch. I could have maybe. I'm just trying to figure out how we could do it. I'm trying to add a little something cool, something funny. Tonali's underrated. Behave yourself, Joe. You can definitely see a change in this front three, and yeah, I think they've started quite well. Newcastle, don't get me wrong, 2-0 up, it's all good, but USG are not going to be the test for them. They're not the litmus test, are they? It's going to be games like this weekend, and you know, the bigger Champions League games. That's going to be the big test for Newcastle. Spin for a 3 PM game would be good. I know, but isn't that just what select a game is? Choose a game. Yeah, if it lands on your category, if you choose a colour and it lands on your category, you can choose a game. You can choose the game that we do. So we can figure that out within reason. And then I'll have one category that's like, I don't know, try again. You win nothing. I'll try and weight that so there's not many of them on the circle. But give me some other things that I could put on there. What are some other cool things I could put on there? Finally, we can make him watch the Faroese League. Please don't, because I've watched enough. I've watched enough crap. I've watched the Icelandic League and the Latvian League, and Christ, I've watched Liverpool recently. That's bad enough. But yeah, we need to do something else. I've got choose game. Try again. Jay Sakini, opinions on Kara's take on Verts. I think he's desperate. I think he's trying to create something out of nothing. Callum, put all the 3 PM games on, then spin, and whichever it lands on, you do. No, because I'm trying to make it so that you get to choose. Like, I'm trying to make it. Although, yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? I guess. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do that. DC, do you think that was a penalty to Canate last night? No. No, not at all. Jamie, what league would you say has the worst quality? Oh God, Christ, we've watched a lot of bad quality leagues. I mean, the Icelandic League and the Latvian League were bad. The Icelandic League, I think, is probably up there. Liam, at least you'll watch a good Leeds side on Saturday lunch key. Yeah, what's the late games tonight? I don't want to watch. If I'm watching a late game tonight, it's going to be Barca PSG. Don't think either were a penalty, to be fair. No, I don't either. I don't think either was a penalty, but I certainly don't think the Canate one was. Joe, that photo of Isaac last night is class. He deserves it. What photo? See, it's not popped up on my timeline because I'm not obsessed with Isaac, you see. Liam, that's 0-0 all over it, Key. Don't watch that. It has, I'm telling you, Barca PSG is going to be a dull, drab affair. Right, let's just try this out. I just want to see if it actually works. So, if we say choose game, try again, and I don't know. Right, there you go. So, I've put the wheel on. I don't know exactly how this is going to work on YouTube, by the way. If you want to see it on YouTube, I have just launched a wheel where people can choose what games we watch and get involved a little bit more. It's going to be a bit more interactive, but you'll have to head over to YT, to the red place, to actually see it. So get over there and go and check me out. Key Thomas, go and have a look. Premier League Dad. I don't know exactly how I spin this now. How do I actually spin it? I have no idea how you spin it. I've put it on the screen. How do I spin it? Come on. Right, well, I don't know. I don't know how you spin it. Jamie, 2 out of 2 so far. I even got an alright cash out too. See, it's annoying. I can't even do the cash out bit because I can't even look at my phone. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see. Hey, thank you, Liam. Cheers for that. Young boys? Are you on about the team there? The legend FK said, why was Isaac be crying? It's very early days. He was crying with his shirt over his face. Yeah, alright. Legend FK, do you collect those Liverpool shirts or occasionally wear them too? I don't wear them. No, I don't wear them anymore. No. I've not, to be honest, I used to wear them because I would go and play five-a-side. But I don't know if you can tell. I've not played five-a-side in a little short while. Just a little while. I moved house about 12 months ago. It wasn't 18 months ago, 12 months ago. Was it last September, wasn't it? Last September. Last September I moved house. And since then I've gone like, I'm away from my lads who I used to play footy with, me five-a-side, little network and stuff. I'm well away from that. So I ain't got anyone around where I live who I can play five-a-side with. So I don't play five-a-side as much anymore, sadly. I used to wear them though when I was going there. User 1935314636157. Any Stoke City transfer rumours? Yes, mate, there is. It's said that Marko Arnautovic is returning to Stoke on a free transfer. Jamie, how does that copy thing work, mate? Have you made money off it? I haven't. No, I haven't at all. I wasn't aware that you did until you said that to me earlier. I wasn't aware that you did. Really? Yes. Yeah, he is. He is. Go and check it out. Max, pronounce USG for me. Pronounce USG yourself. What do you think I am? Some sort of performing monkey? Liam, I heard Delap is coming out of retirement because long throws are a thing. Yeah, he is. Salif Jiao is coming back. When is it confirmed? It will be confirmed, I believe, according to my sources, on or around the 14th of Jalemba. That's when they said it was going to be announced. It'll be obviously it's still in the works. It's still waiting to be agreed and everything. But it's going to happen. Right, second half about to come up. Legend, there are some gems in there. I sometimes wear my 0809 green third kit sometimes. Oh, that was nice, that one, wasn't it? That was the one we wore in Marseille, wasn't it? Wyatt Key, do you think Mark Wahlberg should be Liverpool manager? Yes. Jamie, be good to see Yuri Nater from Borussia Mönchengladbach join Liverpool. He likes a good stream, him. He's probably watching right now. Roy Hodgson to come out of retirement to manage Liverpool. It's on. It's happening. Right, we're on for the second half here now. Come on. Let's focus on Newcastle. Hopefully USG can turn it around. Okay, stream, second half, sync, 2, match time, and it's 45:50. Oh, unlucky. Newcastle pushing forward again. Chance here for Elanga. Good save. And pushed away. Unlucky. Ollie, are you doing Barca PSG? Nope. Jamie was probably the worst Liverpool manager we ever had, actually. Hodgson was up there, wasn't he? Yeah, it was just never a good fit, that. Ever. It was never a good fit. It's well annoyed me that I've got a wheel, but I don't know how to actually spin it. How hard is it to just spin the wheel of mayhem? Can I interact with it? Is that what I have to do? Ollie, do you ever watch football when not on live? I do, mate, yeah. Oh, that's gone. I can't be bothered. Jamie, I remember we was near relegation by Christmas time. Oh yeah, we lost to Blackpool at Anfield, didn't we? The legend Hodgson even had Torres playing for him, but Torres had lost his mojo by then. Well, Torres had his best game just after Hodgson left, didn't he? It was against Chelsea, and that's basically what prompted Chelsea to sign him for 50 million quid. Oh, USG are in here. Chance. Oh, unlucky. Big chance for El Hadj. Really good ball down the left-hand side. And Dan Burn lost him. And Newcastle should probably be back in a game here, you know. Mark, how's it going? Hey, mate, I hate plastic fans saying reconsider slot. We're going through a new team and transition. Honestly, mate, don't even bite. That's what they want. They want you to bite. They're not very clever. Just let them. Honestly, the smartest thing you can do is when they say to you, "Do you think slots? You know, do you think he should be under pressure?" Or what do you think about Wirtz? He's failing, isn't he? Just go, yeah, he's shite and he's awful, terrible. Should sell him. Because then, do you know what they do? Then what you know is when you've got an absolute contrarian. Then because all you do is you go, oh, he's awful. Yeah, I'd sell him. I'd sell him tomorrow. Sell him and get 30 million quid for him. To be honest, I don't think there'd be many Premier League sides who'd be interested in Florian Wirtz. Just say that, and I guarantee he'll say, well, you know, I mean, we'd probably have him. I don't know if he's that bad. You know, he's quite good actually. He's all right, I think. They're just fools. The legend FK84 slot, no pressure yet. No pressure. No. He's I don't think he'll be under pressure for quite some time. I actually think Arne Slot, if he finished third this season, I wouldn't be. I'd be disappointed, but I wouldn't be like thinking, oh, he has to go or anything like that. Third wouldn't be a dreadful season for Liverpool. Claim for the handball here. Oh, good save from Pope. Mark, I remember when we signed Dom, Endo and McAllister, we finished third with a brand new midfield. No, I know, but that doesn't always translate, because when we did that, we had basically the same system. Now, Arne Slot's asking those players to do something slightly different. And also, at some point, we have to not rely on Mo Salah. You got to remember that. We have to not rely on Mo Salah, because Salah's going to go to the AFCON. He's also going to not be at Liverpool maybe next season. Jamie, he's not worth 130 million. Look at what we sold Coutinho for and the quality of him. How old was Coutinho when we sold him to Barcelona, mate? Can you remember? He was 26. 26 he was when we sold him to Barcelona. He was 4 years older than Wirtz. Do you think it's unreasonable to think that in 4 years' time, Florian Wirtz could be where Coutinho was? Because I don't. I think he's every bit as good as Coutinho was for us at 22 anyway. When Coutinho was 22, in fact, let's have a look. What was Coutinho doing for Liverpool at 22? He got 5 goals. Got 5 goals in 38 games. So, and we didn't play all that well that year, to be honest. That was oh no, it was 13-14. That it was 13-14, and he scored the big goal against City. That was his big moment, wasn't it, Coutinho, that year? Mark, Elise would be a class replacement for Mo. Also, maybe Chiesa steps up. Chiesa's not stepping up for Mo Salah. Chiesa's no more than a backup. I like him a lot, but he's no more than a backup. Yeah, you look at... I'm not saying Coutinho... Coutinho is maybe one of my favourite Liverpool players ever. I loved him. But what I'm saying is I think Florian Wirtz at 22... He's got a lot of time, mate. He's got a lot of time. We signed Coutinho when he was 21, and if you remember Coutinho when he first arrived, oh, he was painful to watch at times. The legend FK84 says, filling the shoes of Salah would take some doing. Do you think that anyone could? Michael Elise is the only one that we've seen could maybe do it. And he's got a £60 million release clause next year for a Premier League side. Get him back. The legend FK Wirtz technically is the best midfielder in the league and better than Coutinho. Oh, he's not better than Coutinho. He's not better than Coutinho. I hope if he's anywhere near as good as Coutinho, I'll be happy with that. Bilal, I told you Volta Messi would cook. Cook? What do you mean cook? Volta Messi. Jamie, do you think you see it a lot when some players just can't perform in the Premier League? No, I think what we've seen more of, certainly in recent years anyway, with social media and everyone having a comment and everyone having an opinion, is I think more people are impatient, and there's a stat for everything. And like everyone thinks that their opinion is right, and it's all just a bit mad, to be honest. But I just think it boils down to people not having a lot of patience. It was generally the industry standard when I was growing up anyway, that players took time to adapt to a new league, to a new country. If you move to a new country tomorrow with a whole new team around you, and a whole new, load of new colleagues, and you moved over there, you wouldn't expect to be at your absolute best straight away. Same with Florian Wirtz, same with any player coming to the Premier League. It takes time. That's just how it's always been, and for some reason, all of a sudden, the expectation has shifted, and people think that if you don't score an assist in your first 10 games... Well, I say 10, it's not even 10. First 5 games, that you're an absolute waste of money. The Legend, it's a very competitive league, though. Would you take third in the league for this season? What do you mean, would I take third in the league? Would I take third? No, absolutely not. If you offered it me now, would I take it? No. But what I'm saying to you is, if Liverpool did finish third, would I be sacking Slot? No. No, that would be a ridiculous decision. We would have finished behind Arsenal and Manchester City, 2 teams who have been very, very good for a very, very long time. So no, I don't at all think that Liverpool finishing third would be the end of the world at all. Jamie Coutinho is probably our second best midfielder of all time, in my opinion. He's up there. Hey, thank you, G. Really appreciate that. Very nice of you. As if you've sent me 30... How many rolls have you sent? Jesus Christ. Josh, I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't think Liverpool should be panicking. You haven't clicked yet and are top. That's true enough. The Legend, yeah, but we say it takes time to gel. It does, but do we have time this season? Well, we have the same time as everyone else. Why wouldn't we have time? Craig, do you fancy Napoli to beat Sporting? I do, yeah. I've got Sporting. But yeah, Jamie, I would say Coutinho, in my opinion anyway. I think Coutinho would be in my all-time Liverpool 11. NUFC lose. We're playing well. Are we? I don't think Newcastle are playing fantastically well. You could quite easily be back in this. USG probably should have scored. D. Nickel, Halifax v Rochdale prediction. I've gone for Rochdale, mate. I'm sorry. I have gone for Rochdale for that one. I think Rochdale can get at least maybe a draw. And I think I've gone Rochdale to score and double chance Rochdale or draw. Jamie, if Klopp had the backing from FSG, we would have been so dangerous. Do you know what? I think Klopp always did have the backing. I think in part what he didn't have was maybe a little bit of diplomacy and a little bit of... Klopp quite liked the idea of not spending lots of money. I think he wanted the idea of being able to work with the players that he's got and go, you know, this is our team and I don't want to just bring anyone in for anyone's sake, whereas Pep is the opposite. Pep was signing 40, 50, 60 million pound players and just putting them on the bench because why not? Whereas we were sat there with, you know, Reece Williams and Nat Phillips at centre-back trying to navigate a title-winning season. Hey, there he is. Sam Dawson, first gift. About time you turned up. Oh, here we go. G's dropping me some. Chief, what are you doing spending all your cash, you? He's just bought a bike, that lad. He needs to wind his neck in. He's getting too flash. No one is beating me. The Legend FK84 says we've set expectations very high. Very true. Very, very true. 10 roses. Cheers, Sam. Cheers, G. Jamie, I think he said the other day he bought a player for 100 million is the days... Oh, the day he bought a player for 100 million is the day he's never a manager again. I don't think he does manage again, actually. I think Klopp's quite happy with the gig that he's got at the minute. Yellow card here for... Who is it who's getting booked? Is it El Hadj? No, Geiger. Geiger's been booked. You're awesome. Try and do me one of them cowboy hats or something like that. Get us a nice cowboy hat or something that's going to pop up on the screen. If you're gonna do a gift. Thanks for the stream, Key. Being a pleasant place to hang out today. Cheers, man. No, it's good to have you. It's good to have you. Get in and get amongst it. Everyone, whoever's watching, have a chat, have a mingle. We're all welcome and it's all good. Chimey, Klopp was just protecting his job. He knows bad signings sack managers. Yeah, and you could say that was smart of him, wasn't it? He's protected his legacy, if nothing else. And now we've got Liverpool fans like Jamie, quite like me, quite rightly as well, saying that if he'd have had that money to spend and if he could have kicked on. I think if you had given Klopp the same resources that Pep had, Klopp would have won far more. He was a better manager. Hey, cheers, Sam. Pretty, very pretty. The legend, I don't use TikTok much these days, but find it hard not to join football streams. Nice. Hey, listen, get amongst it. It's good to have you, man. It really is. Thank you. Jamie, Klopp did spend big though, but his signings had justified themselves. Van Dijk, Alisson. He didn't spend anywhere near as much as everyone else around him though. He spent a lot less than United, a lot less than Chelsea, a lot less than City, a lot less than Arsenal. And he always, a couple of 3 Champions League finals in the end. 3. Sporty Front, how do you do the description in the red background on your live screen? You go to, in settings on the live, go to board, and you can add a board at the top. The legend FK84, I also find football loss more tolerable when watching the match as opposed to reading the score. Oh, that's sound. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. Wyatt, when it's key, you know it's going to be a great stream. That's nice of you, mate. You don't have to say that. G, Jesus Christ, calm down. Thank you. Ryan, handball. It is a claim for a handball here. And it's going to be a penalty, isn't it? It is going to be a penalty. Yep. Penalty to Newcastle. The second penalty of the night being given away by Layson. He gave it away in the first half, tackling Ilanga, and he's about to give away a third. The legend FK84 wasn't able to watch the Palace match, was at work, but last night hurt less because I watched it. Liam, don't worry, kid, I'll pay him later for that. Sounds a bit sinister. Yeah, I think that's a bit. Is it handball, do we think? Yeah, it is. It is. It is. But you know what? It's hard to say that they've gained an advantage as a result of that. This is one of them. This is another one of them that I don't like. It's another penalty to Newcastle. I don't like that. I don't like that handball decision. It is a handball. It does hit his hand. To the letter of the law, it is a handball. But I don't like that. I don't want that to be a handball decision. Like, we need to we need handball reform. That's what we need on this channel. Anthony Gordon steps up and scores 3-0. Sends him the right way this time. Keeper gets right. But Anthony Gordon gets his second pen of the night. 2-0. Ryan, handball rule is odd. Nobody understands it, do they? Does anyone actually understand it? Because I don't. I just look at it. If it hits his hand in the box, oh, it must be handball then. But quite evidently, the Gabriel one at the weekend for Newcastle wasn't. The Bruno one in the Arsenal game wasn't either. I don't really understand what is and isn't handball nowadays. Empty says, I think they were holding each other, so he couldn't move his hands away. It's a dumb pen. And Callum, where's all the PSG front line key? Oh, wow. Have PSG... have PSG dropped... Who's PSG's team? Let's have a look at PSG's lineup. PSG's lineup is... It's so funny. I said this was going to be an absolutely shite game, and it is, I'm telling you. PSG, front three, they've got Barcola, fine, but then they've got Mayulu and Mbai up front. So there you go. Anyone who's backed PSG, you've had an absolute shocker. Because they've got barely anyone. Dembele's out, Doué's out, Kvaratskhelia is out, Marquinhos is out. They're all gone. And yeah, Barcelona have got a decent lineup themselves. They've got Torres, Lamine Yamal and Rashford up front. De Jong, Pedri, Olmo in midfield. Koundé, Garcia, Kabasi and Martin with Chesney in goal. I think Barca win that. They've still got Neves, Vitinha, Ruiz. They've got Pacho and Zabani, Mendes, Hakimi and Chevalier in goal. Chevalier's not had a great start to the season, has he? He's really struggled. Ryan, the ball coming at you at pace when you can't move in time isn't fair. And the legend says Spurs to re-sign Harry Kane on FIFA. Neil Mifsud, where are Juventus going to finish in the Champions League? Where's Juventus going to finish in the Champions League? I think they'll probably do what Newcastle are going to do. They'll get past the first stage. They'll get to the first qualifying round and probably go out at that point. Yeah, plenty of injuries for PSG. And Chimey, you, sir, shall address him as Ballon d'Or winner Dembele from now on. I shall do no such thing. Callum, Barca win 3-1 tonight. No chance. No chance. It's going to be a low-scoring crap game because I am not going to watch it. I'm choosing not to watch it, therefore it's going to be shit. But we know that that's typically not how it goes on this channel. I won't watch it, therefore it'll finish 5-5. But I'm expecting a 0-0. Hence why I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to play some FIFA instead. It's the first time I've actually been able to sit down and play a bit of FIFA. United Forever 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are you not watching it? I just can't be arsed, mate. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I've watched this one. I enjoy watching this one. I like having a laugh and a banter with everyone. But tonight, I can't be bothered watching Barca PSG. I am not interested in it at all. I've no interest in it. I'm going to play FIFA instead. And to be honest, I just want to play FIFA. It's not that I can't be arsed. I actually just really want to play FIFA. I bought FIFA the day it came out. And I think I played maybe half hour of it. And I haven't touched it since because I've been too busy. So I really do just want to play a little bit of FIFA. Sam said Arsenal should win tonight, but it's not a good team out. Who have Arsenal got? Let's have a look at Arsenal's lineup against Olympiacos. Olympiacos are a bit of a bogey side for Arsenal as well. I still imagine they beat them. But they have got Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Zubamendi, Marino, Trossard, Gyökeres, Martinelli. What are you talking? That's a very good Arsenal side. I'm surprised that you think that's not a good side. They'll wipe the floor with them. Callum, last time you didn't watch a game, it was 4-4. Which one? Which one was that? Liam says excuse is already key. Typical Arsenal. They'll win tonight, Arsenal. I just can't. And that's another. I can't be bothered watching them either because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be. We'll be watching the PSG Barca game and everyone will be like, "Ooh, Arsenal have scored. City have scored." Can't be bothered. The legend FK84, Arteta has purchased special high energy bulbs for this season. Have you seen that he's talking to the RAF? Reece Crownshaw, get a vegetable chopper today, Key. Adult, you got a vegetable chopper today, Key. Adult purchases. A vegetable chopper? What do you mean a vegetable chopper? Is that not just like a... I was going to say like I don't know, a knife. A knife chops vegetables, doesn't it? What are you doing? That was 2 years ago, Key. What was 2 years ago? Jamie Bell, will you be watching any of the games offline? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. You made the RAF was 2 years ago, was it? Oh, I thought that was a recent thing. Either way, it's embarrassing, isn't it? What's the Royal Air Force got to do with the league? He got him in to, like, improve communication amongst the players, which is a bit mad. The thing off TikTok shop. No, the media just bought it to try and make a story. Yeah, what's your vegetable chopper? What's that? I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can show you. See the edge of my finger there? See how... Well, you can't really see. You can't really see it. It's not really going to tell. But my finger is flat from... I was slicing. My missus said, can we try a... there's a TikTok salad or something. Like a cucumber. Thinly sliced cucumber and garlic and whatever. And I said, yeah, fine, go on, we'll make it. So she ordered this mandolin, which is like a thin slicer. It's like a box, and you hold a cucumber and you run it over this box like this, and it produces really, really thin slices of cucumber. And I did that stupidly like that, just running my hand over it, just ignore it. All of a sudden, top of my finger, gone. Literally, I've got a flat finger on this finger now, fully flat finger. Do you know how your finger's nice and curved? That one, flat. And it was properly took this. It was horrible. I was in A&E and everything because it just would not stop. Honestly, I was like that. I was like that, holding it above my head for about 2 hours trying to stop it bleeding. It just wouldn't stop. MT, thoughts on Noma Kalju? What about him? Estonia's finest. Shell Key, fell asleep, seizures, listening. Oh, Shell. Oh, I hope you're okay, love. I really hope you're okay. Yeah, just listen. Don't feel like you'd have to watch. But I hope you're okay. I hope you've got someone with you or whatever. If you need, you need to just make sure you're okay. That's the main thing. Reece, the most embarrassing thing Arteta has done is play He'll Never Walk Alone and then get smacked 4-0. Ilanga, Voltamada and Bruno Guimaraes has come off. Harvey Barnes, Lewis Hall and Asula coming on for Newcastle. So last 20 minutes, big chance for them to just kill the game off maybe. Callum Key, why don't you do like a soccer Saturday on here and do all the game score updates and maybe put like Monaco and Man City in the background? Because do you know what, mate? It takes that long to set up, and it doesn't really gain me anything. Like, I don't feel like most people would be on for it. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. If there's enough of a crowd for it, if people are like, oh yeah, please do it, then I'll do it, absolutely. But it just feels like a bit of a waste of time to be doing it for like a small handful of people, when I'm not really going to get that much enjoyment out of it. It'll be a pain in the arse to set up because I'll have to do a thumbnail for it for YouTube. I'll have to go and actually make that thumbnail, which will take me 10-15 minutes, and by that time the games have kicked off, so I'll be rushing, so it'll be shit. I would rather use the time to figure out how to do a FIFA 26 play along. Callum, depressed Key, where's the old Key gone 2024-25? Well, do you know what it is? I've learned that the doing 3-4 streams a day, that's not helping. That isn't building the channel as much as I thought it would. So even though I love watching the games, it's actually hurting the channel to watch that many games. So I'm trying to lessen the number of streams. I'll still do like one a day, no problem. But it's very rare I'm going to do ever more than 2. I'll do 1 or 2 a day. That's me done. If there's more than 2 on, they have to be very, very good games for me to watch all 3 of them. Hey, thank you for that. So I'm trying. Oh my god, what the hell's that? Hey, look at that. That's well cool. Cheers, Joseph and Liam. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I'm not chucking out four games a day. I'm not doing that anymore. One, it's dead hard. It's really, really hard to do. It is really, really hard to do, I promise you. Callum, you've probably been shadow banned. I've not. I haven't. Do you know what it is? They made a change on August the 12th that I didn't even know about. YouTube made some sort of a change on August the 12th that changed how views counted. And all of a sudden, the channel was going absolutely brilliantly. And then I was doing twice the number of streams. If you remember, in July and August, I was doing like 3-4 streams a day. And all of a sudden, it went from flying to fell off a cliff. So it's it's dropped massively. Number of subscribers, number of views, number of watch hours, everything, all the metrics just dropped, and it's through nothing that I've done wrong. It genuinely isn't. It's something that all YouTubers are complaining about over the last month. So I am just trying to get an understanding on exactly why. Liam, are you doing any of the 8 o'clock games? I'm not, mate. No, I'm not gonna do any of the 8 o'clocks. I'm gonna leave it. Edward, how's it going? Good to see you. Kalali coming off for Patrice for USG. Been a rough night for the Belgians. USG 0, Newcastle 3. Ball in, Newcastle headed it wide. Watford away to Pompey. If they lose tonight, the head coach could be close to going. Pompey haven't had such a bad start to the season. So that could be a tough one for Watford. Paul, surprised you're not doing the Barca v PSG game, pal. Massive, massive game. It is. No, it is a massive game, but I'm not gonna get that much enjoyment out of it, Paul. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that much enjoyment out of it. I'd rather figure out how I can actually get going on the EAFC 26 streams. Liam, I'm watching the Norwich game as my son wants to watch it. Hey, it's Ipswich Norwich at the weekend, isn't it? The old East Anglia derby. Norfolk v Suffolk. Callum no, because he's a fraud. Liam says, Key, will Nuno keep West Ham up? Yes, I think he will, actually. Yeah, I did think West Ham would go down, but I actually think that is such a good appointment, Nuno Santo. I do expect that he stay up now. Big chance for Newcastle. Must be. It's 4. And that is a great counter-attacking goal from Harvey Barnes. That is absolutely sensational. That is a brilliant, brilliant Newcastle goal on the counter-attack. And what an away performance this is in Belgium. Newcastle have done well in the second half. I've got to say, they've scored 2 penalties. And they've maybe been a tad fortunate with the second penalty. But make no mistake, that is a wonderful, wonderful counter-attacking goal. That is Newcastle at their best. Free-flowing. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Great goal. Fully deserved. 4-0. Liam, who goes down then? Burnley and Wolves, definitely, but it's hard to say the third team. I think Burnley and Leeds are the only 2 that I'm certain of. I'd say Burnley and Leeds, and then it's a straight shot between maybe Wolves, maybe West Ham. They could get dragged into it. Maybe Everton. I still think Everton. Maybe Sunderland. I still think there's a fair few teams you could go. But, yeah. I'm not concerned by Sunderland too much. I think Sunderland have done well enough that they'll stay up. But I'm concerned about Everton. There's quite a few Evertonians getting a little bit concerned about Everton at the moment as well. Especially given they've not really got any goals in them, Everton. Not enough goals in that team. Liam, stop it, Key. It's got to be Wolves, Burnley and United. And Nicholas, you've really upgraded your jersey lineup. Cheers, man. Paul, thank you very much, Paul. Callum says it'll be Burnley, Leeds and Wolves for me too. Burnley, Leeds and Wolves is a popular choice. Does anyone have any advance on those 3? Okay, Trippier off for Shah. Fabian Shah. Fabian Schär. Is it Shah or Schär? Fabian Schär, isn't it? Calling him Shah, though. Mr. Barnsley Ryan says, hey up, Everton on Accrington Stanley. And Nicholas says, Burnley, Wolves and Brentford. You still think Brentford will? Oh, see, I honestly think Brentford are fine. I'd be amazed if Brentford were to go down. Trying to be United. Even United fans think United could be going down here. Oh, no. I can't see United going down. Unless it depends how long they hang on to Amorim. I'm just praying that they hang on to Amorim long enough that he stays in charge for that Liverpool game. Because we need to turn them over in that one. Nicholas Arno, is the recent beaten United bias but the squad manager is horrendous. Oh, fuck it. Karabag 2, Copenhagen 0. Copenhagen need to get in the bin. All I needed from them was a goal tonight. Just a goal. Absolutely shocking. Nicholas, Arno, Copenhagen also ruining my bets. Manchester is red. How's things, man? Good to see you. We're into the last 5 minutes here in Belgium at Lotto Park. Liam Vernon, no chance we'll turn up against Liverpool. Do you reckon? You've not turned up for a game this season, have you? Hey, thank you, Paul. Yeah, you've not turned up for a game this season, United. I can't remember one good game United have played. Have United had one good performance this season? Nicholas, I'm going to the Liverpool match against Marseille. Ooh, at the Stade Velodrome. Wonderful. Always wanted to go there. Oh, thank you. What's that? 14? What's that mean? Oh, level 14. Nice. Well done, Paul. Thank you. Sent level up Sparks. Oh, yeah. 18, nearly on 20,000 likes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone clicking like and share and commenting and subscribing. Massively, massively helps. Liam Vernon, Arsenal at Old Trafford. You thought Arsenal at Old Trafford was a good performance from United? I don't think you were terrible that day. Grimsby. Yeah, and Burnley wasn't either. Come on, mate. Burnley, you were fortunate to get the win. Dylan, how's your day been? Day's been okay, yeah. All right, thank you. I've went on a nice walk this morning. Started doing my little morning vlogs as I'm walking along. I just need to try and get a lavalier mic so I can sound a bit clearer when I'm up in the park. Because I imagine it's going to start getting, as we hit winter, it's going to really hit the wind and the mic's going to start getting all... So I'm trying to be a bit more conscious of that and improve my technical setup. How's your day been though, Dylan? United 7, Everton should have scored 3 or 4, maybe 5 against West Ham first half, mate. Everton should have scored 3 or 4 against West Ham. They didn't have 3 or 4 chances, did they? What are the chances you're referring to? They were lucky to be 1-0 up. Michael Keane's header was miles off the pace. Miles out. Keeper should never have signed him. Keeper should never have let that in. Nicholas Arno, what is it that you do for a living? This. Yeah, this, believe it or not. I used to be a sales director. So I worked in Liverpool, worked in Manchester for many years. And now I do this. So yeah, this is my 1 year of trying to become a moderately successful YouTuber. So I've been at it about 9 months. So we'll see how things are around Christmas time. There's every chance maybe if it's not working out, you might not see me again after Christmas. But I'm going to try and stick it out after Christmas, January time. Hopefully I'm still here. Be yourself, Dylan. I did my first 10k steps, looked after mum and got her a Subway. Nice, good lad. Liam Vernon, could this be the downfall of Liverpool? No, Ekatike and Alisson. Well, the good news is we had the second best goalkeeper in La Liga as our backup. We've got Mamadashvili, who's been terrific for us, to be honest, since he's come in. So, yeah, Mamardashvili's a really, really good goalie. I'm happy if he comes in. And, Ekatike isn't in the side, but Isak's not a bad backup, is he? Great shot, unlucky. Newcastle in for a 5th. Maybe. Possibly. No, they've overcomplicated it. Nicholas Arno, happy to know things are working well with you in TikTok, being here since early on. You have, mate, yes. You have. You've been a loyal follower. It's good to have you back in, as always. Rob981, Voltemada better than Isak? Yes. Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah, Voltemada's clearly better than Isak, isn't he? Liam, what if he gets injured or suspended? Who? If who gets injured or suspended? Just about cleared away. Newcastle fans getting carried away. That's not like them, is it? That's not like Newcastle fans. They're usually so knowledgeable and balanced. Be yourself then, has there been any tugging? Oh, there's been quite a bit. We've been getting very excited. There's been a fair bit of tugging in the box. And 2 penalties given, funnily enough, in this game as well. Nicholas Arnold missing a chaos player like Darwin or Jota? Absolutely. We could really do with a Diogo, couldn't we? God rest his soul. Liam, what about Mamardashvili? What if Mamardashvili gets suspended? Well, we're only missing Alisson for one or 2 games, mate. He's only out for one Premier League game, maybe Chelsea. He'll probably be back after the international break. So yeah, it's not going to be that long. So as long as we've got Mamardashvili, and even to be honest, we've still got Freddie Woodman as well. We've got a 3rd choice goalkeeper that's better than most people's 3rd choice goalkeeper. So. Sam, very good performance from the Toon. Yeah, it's been alright, hasn't it? Again, I wouldn't go overboard. The 4th goal has put a bit of a gloss on it. But this is probably similar or akin to the Bradford game as well. Be yourself, Dylan, have you heard San Siro could be knocked down? I have, yes. I think it is going to be knocked down, isn't it? Sure, it's going to be knocked down. It's very sad. I hate this. I hate all these cathedrals of football being knocked down. We're talking about Old Trafford. St James's Park is on about being knocked down. They're knocking St James's Park down. And Old Trafford. I hate that. Hate it. Keep our institutions, our modern football ground. What you don't want is all these soulless arenas, these soulless commercial bowls. The Americanization of our sport is a disgrace, says Nicholas. Could not agree more, sir. Absolutely. Upton Park, says Liam. There you go. That's another good shout. Upton Park. Liam, we're stuck with Altai buying deer. I don't know. Do you think you'll play Senna Lamans anytime soon? United definitely need to give him a try, don't they? Thought buying deer was shocking against Brentford. Alex, new grounds are not the same. Everton fans are already grumbling about theirs, aren't they? Have you seen Everton fans on social media talking about how disappointed they are with, the atmosphere, the local transport links around the ground, the just everything, the whole design of it, the setup, it's all a bit sanitized and a bit. It looks lovely from if you just take a picture, it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful and it's shiny and it's new and whatever. But honestly, as a rival fan, give me Goodison over that any day of the week. And also, far more intimidating going to Goodison than it is down to the Hill Dickinson Stadium. No offence to Hill Dickinson, of course. That was out the box. That was well out. That was well out. Nicholas Arno already. The name isn't here, so. Oh yeah. It's mad. Okay, we are very, very nearly done here, and we are done. We are, there you go, it's finished here in Belgium. Royal Union Saint-Gilloise 0, Newcastle 4. Well, there you go. Good night of football. It's Union SG 0, Newcastle 4, and we are waiting now for the other big games tonight. We've got Arsenal against Olympiacos, we have Monaco against Manchester City, Barcelona PSG, Napoli against Sporting, Dortmund against Athletic Club Bilbao, Leverkusen against PSV, and Villarreal against Juventus. There are 7 Champions League games going on at 8 o'clock. I am not going to be live for them. I am going to be leaving and getting set up for tomorrow's 2 big games. We've got 2 big games tomorrow. Crystal Palace making their European League debut. Crystal Palace against Dynamo Kiev. And also, is it early? It's not the European debut, is it? Is it? I'm starting to doubt myself now. Oh, it is. It's match day 1. I was thinking to myself, yeah. Crystal Palace making their European debut. Their very, very first time European debut. Dynamo Kiev, they're going playing in Poland. Not in Kiev because of the war and everything. So, Dynamo Kiev v Palace kicks off tomorrow, 5:45. I'll be live at about 5:30. And then straight after that, Feyenoord against Aston Villa. So, we'll be watching both of them tomorrow night. Hopefully, you're around for that. Give us a like, give us a follow. If you've not already, please make sure you've subscribed. Please make sure you've followed. It massively helps the channel. Thank you, everyone. And I will see you all tomorrow night. Have a lovely, lovely Wednesday night. Take it easy.